So 2 new crates are leaked and officially coming into the game, and we're going to be going over what exactly is going to be in these crates, all the way down to the exact exotics, black markets, and more. Alright guys, so welcome back to another video, and in this one, yes, we're going to be talking about some leaked crate news that came up kind of recently again. I kind of knew about the images for these crates for a while, but we didn't exactly know what they would be besides the Christmas crate, which you could have guessed was obviously going to happen. I mean, we had the Halloween event, that went awesome, people loved that. So of course they're going to be doing it for Christmas as well, coming up fairly soon actually. But something else that came with this was an image for a brand new crate that does not look like it's for an event, but instead looks like a brand new crate with black markets, exotics, and stuff like that. So yeah, again, we're going to be going through a bunch of the leaked items as well and figuring out which crates are exactly going to have which items, and it should just be a lot of fun all around. But as always guys, if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to hit that like button down below, and without further ado, let's jump into it here. Alright guys, so first of all, let's start off with the Christmas crate, because that's probably the one that's coming. Actually, I'm not exactly sure. Maybe a new update could come by the end of this month, but I'm pretty sure that the Christmas crate would be first. It would just kind of make sense. So let's go and take a look at the Christmas crate. Right here on screen, this is the Christmas crate in all of its glory, and it is actually kind of, for a crate itself, I think it's actually pretty cool. Oh, and also real quick, this one comes from FCon48, so credit to him for finding these in the game files. But yeah, the Christmas crate itself, pretty funny. It has a nice green and red with some Christmas lights on the side of it, and then also some stockings, 4 stockings to be exact, and then a little bit of snow near the bottom. So very Christmassy, just like the Halloween crate. But what exactly is going to be inside of it? So again, taking a look at the Halloween crate so we can kind of get an idea of what the items are going to be like. And also again, I'm pretty sure we know a bunch of the imports already, and I'll show you images of those. But starting it off, you have 4 rare decals, which are, as always, not going to be too interesting, not going to be too great. Nobody's going to even really want them. And if you happen to get them with decryptors, you're probably going to be stuck with them forever, which is not going to be fun. But yeah, you always got to have those boring freaking rares that I just don't like. So yeah, definitely nothing too special there. As for the very rares, this is where it starts to get more interesting, and so far I'm pretty sure about one of the very rares. I'm pretty sure it's going to be these peppermint wheels that we saw from an image that was from Knockaround. He was the one who uploaded a bunch of these by finding them in the private matches. But yeah, I can almost guarantee you that the peppermint wheels are going to be a very rare, because I'm pretty sure that they aren't animated, but they're still cool enough to be very rare, and I actually really dig these. I think red and white is a sick color combo, so if you were able to do like a heat wave with these, and then maybe if they have a Christmas boost, actually they did have a Christmas trail, I'll show you that in a little bit. But yeah, red and white is super clean, and I actually really like the peppermint wheels, so those are probably going to be a very rare. But as for the other ones, I'm not exactly sure yet. Surprisingly, I don't think anybody was able to find a Christmas themed boost, unless we just all passed over it. But I mean, there are a ton of freaking boosts in the game. It's possible nobody just could have gotten lucky enough to even see it. So I would think that there's at least going to be a Christmas boost similar to the pumpkin-like boost that we had in the Halloween crate, and then I would also assume that there's going to be another wheel, or maybe they're just going to go with a very rare decal, similar to like snake skin, but maybe Christmas themed or something like that. And then since these crates have 4 very rares, you're probably going to have a player banner as well. Just like with the Halloween crate, there's really no need to change that up, so that would most likely be the 4th item that they're going to be adding. Now as for the imports, the items that are definitely the most interesting, I think I have all 3 of these. I at least have 2, but starting it off here with the goal explosion, or one of the 2 goal explosions, there obviously is going to be 2 goal explosions. Well, I shouldn't say obviously, but that's what I'm assuming. But I think it would be a safe guess to say that the Christmas goal explosion, the one that we went through in a previous video, and again, if you want to see any of these items animated in-game, I made previous videos, they're on my channel, and also they'll be linked at the end of this video, so be sure to check those out. But the Christmas goal explosion is definitely one that's going to be in the crate, similar to vampire bats being in the Halloween crate, and also of course Reaper. But then for the second goal explosion, I think it might just be twin dragons, because we talked about it being for Chinese New Year, which is around Christmas. It kind of fits in the theme, and since polygonal obviously isn't going to be in the Christmas crate, it would just overall make sense to be in this crate, even though I think it could also be in the brand new crate as well. So this one's kind of 50-50. I'm really not sure which crate it's going to be in, and I don't really know which one I would prefer. I know some people like having it easier to get, and some people like it as a black market, make it a little more special and more rewarding, because I talked about it before, like Reaper and vampire bats got so common that it kind of got boring really fast. But you know, either way it's going to be fun. Now then, for the import wheels, I'm assuming that they're going to be the Christmas wheels. I talked about this a little bit before. I think these are possibly going to be a little bit animated with the lights on the treads. Maybe even the side of them is going to have an effect. I wasn't able to find a video of these. I only have this picture here, and again, if they're animated at all, it's most likely going to be an import. So yeah guys, that is the Christmas crate. That is at least what I think is going to be in the Christmas crate, and I think there's some pretty safe guesses there. But then for some of the other items like the toppers and the ugly sweater universal decal, I think those are going to be in the Christmas shop, similar to the Halloween shop that we had with candy corn. Oh, and also something pretty cool real quick, I talked about a Christmas trail coming into the game, and lucky for us it was in the leak with like the bots using some of these items. And big thanks to LukeBarber05 on Twitter for actually sending me a little video of it. It's not the best video, but it showcases the white and red similar to the peppermint wheels. This really simple but pretty clean looking trail that I honestly really like quite a bit. Again, I'm excited to be rocking a red and white car for Christmas, and I think these are going to look really dope together. So yeah, I think those items are going to be in the shop, but let's talk about the brand new crate that is most likely going to be coming through an update. And also I have some confirmation for exotic wheels that are going to be in the crate as well. So first of all, taking a look at the crate, just what it looks like in general, which kind of gives you an idea of the kind of theme of the crate. Here is the image of it, and as you can see, it's not for an event. I thought maybe it could be for Easter, but then just looking at it again, it doesn't have an Easter bunny or anything on it. So this is most likely the new update crate. Now judging from the outside, it has sort of the light blue and also the pink, which kind of actually fits in with a couple of items that are most likely going to be inside of the crate. So yeah, let's start off, just go through all of the items all the way up to the black markets. But starting off with the rares themselves, these, as always, these are most likely going to be 3 or 4 just normal boring decals and then 1 or 2 paint finishes, just exactly the same as we've seen in the past. Nothing's going to change there. It's just going to be some random items to get, and maybe or not the paint finishes are going to be kind of cool. But then for the very rares, these are where it starts to get interesting, and we have one item that might be in the very rares, and that is this weird freaking wheel right here that I don't know the name for. They might even already be in the game and I'm just kind of blanking on them, but they seem like they could be a very rare, like a very basic one, but maybe they're too simple that they might instead be DLC. I'm not really sure at the moment, but there's got to be somewhere that these wheels come in, so there is a chance that they could be very rares. I'm not really sure. Then for the other items, you're probably going to have at least a couple animated decals, and then of course probably some new trails to follow behind your wheels. Now then, jumping into the more interesting items, the imports. Now the import is really interesting because we saw this brand new car. Again, if you want to see a video of it driving around, it's in one of my previous videos that'll be at the end of this video as a card. But yeah, this one could maybe be DLC, but I think it's more likely that it's going to be an import. And some people are thinking it's like the early Breakout. Like, I know the Breakout already kind of looks old on its own and we already have the newer version, but this one kind of has a similar shape. Kind of looks like an older version of the Breakout with like pop-up headlights and stuff like that. It looks simple. It doesn't, you know, go over the line in anything crazy. It's just a new car, a basic one. Some people might like that, some people might hate it, but there's no doubt that this is a brand new car and it is in the game. Now as for the other 2 imports, most likely going to get a boost. We pretty much always have a boost. I don't think we've ever had a crate without a boost in it, so I think that's going to be very likely, and then also probably have maybe some wheels as well. One of those 2, kind of a toss-up at this moment, but there's no doubt going to be some interesting imports. Now speaking of interesting, the exotics, this is where stuff starts to, you know, get into conspiracy theory time, because there's something interesting here. If you go to the Rocket League garage and take a look at their kind of like item database, you'll see that some of these items that were randomly brought up in the update with bots, a few of them are already on the page on Rocket League Garage. Now I'm not 100% sure about this, but I'm pretty sure Rocket League Garage gets like item details early so that they can put them up on the trading site. I don't know if that's confirmed or I'm just assuming that, but they seem to update their site instantly, that they just have to have early access to them. So with that being said, the 2 exotics that are showing up are the Kikari P5s and the Wonderment wheels. So the first of which, the Kikari P5s, kind of surprised me. They're a little basic for an exotic. The animation isn't that special. I kind of thought these could be imports or something like that. But if they're on the site, I'm kind of trusting Rocket League Garage that these would be exotics. And also we do know that they can come painted if that helps out at all. But yeah, the Kikari P5s, they've been in the files for a while. We've gotten to see them for at least 2 months. So definitely pretty interesting, but not as interesting as the Wonderment wheels. I personally think the Wonderment wheels are pretty dope. They're not like absolutely crazy, but the fact that they have this really cool looking tread on them, and the animation kind of reminds me of Zombas. It's a very solid animation. I mean, I think it's a safe bet to say that these will be pretty popular, especially in titanium white. Having something to rival titanium white Zombas, that's going to be pretty crazy, and I think these could be the ones to do it. But yeah, I have no doubt that these are going to be one of the exotics in the new crate, but there's also another wheel that I think could have been in this crate as well. Now these are kind of called the audio wheels because they have these like audio level bars that go up and down, and I'm not sure why they're not on Rocket League Garage because I thought for sure these would be the other exotics, and they very well could be, but as of right now it's kind of leaning towards Hikari kikari taking their place. So who knows, we'll definitely have to wait and see on that. Now, as for the black markets, guys, unfortunately, we're not going to be getting any mystery decals. That's like 95% confirmed at this point, and I'm in the same boat. I mean, leave a like if you want to see mystery decals come back. It's about dang time. But yeah, the black markets most likely going to be popcorn, party time, and then the new ones, polygonal, which again, I think is pretty sick. It's a little bit simple, but you know, it's new enough to fit in and would make sense as a black market. And then for the second one, it could possibly be twin dragons. Now, one of the newer reasons I'm thinking it could maybe be twin dragons is going back to the color of the crate. It's the same exact colors, that sort of light blue and the light pink. It's the same colors as the twin dragons explosion, and also it's the same as the audio wheels. So who knows, maybe these items will be in the crate as well. But either way, we are going to be getting gold explosions. It's practically a fact at this point. So whether or not you like that, there is the info for you. But anyways, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and of course, if you're new and want to hear more Rocket League news, be sure to subscribe. I post stuff like this all the time, and also be sure to check out my previous videos here, such as a top 15 goals on the left, and then on the right, going through a bunch of these items in game with videos. So if you wanted to see some of the animations, be sure to check that out. But other than that, guys, again, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm TheLlamaSir, and I will see you guys next time.